What happens when one of Hollywood's biggest stars is ambushed on live television with questions that cross every professional boundary? What unfolds when a host abandons all decorum and takes aim at a guest in a way that shocks millions? This wasn't just another celebrity interview gone sideways. This was a masterclass in how fast things unravel when respect is thrown out the window. It all started like any other Tuesday night taping. The crowd was buzzing with anticipation. Lights were perfect. Cameras rolled as Jennifer Lopez stepped onto the stage to thunderous applause. Radiant in an emerald green dress, every bit the star the world knows her to be. She took her seat with confidence and grace, flashing her signature smile. Jimmy Kimmel welcomed her warmly at first. "Jennifer Lopez, everybody," he said with enthusiasm. "You look incredible as always," she replied graciously. "Thank you, Jimmy. It's great to be here." Everything seemed normal until Kimmel abruptly shifted tone. With a casual flip of his cue cards, he said, "We've got a lot to talk about. Your new projects, music, business, a broken bar, but first, I have to ask about the rumors all over the tabloids." Jennifer's smile tightened. "Oh, here we go," she said, letting out a light laugh that didn't reach her eyes. "What are they saying now?" Jimmy leaned in. "Well, some people are saying your recent performances don't have the same energy. Some wonder maybe it's time to shift focus. Less performing, more business." The room went still. Jennifer's expression remained composed, but her eyes sharpened. "Excuse me?" she asked, her tone still polite but now laced with steel. "I've received nothing but positive feedback from audiences and collaborators." Jimmy's smirk widened. "Let's be real, you're not 25 anymore. Isn't it time to adjust expectations? You know, a broken bar, maybe let the younger artists take the stage." A hush fell over the audience. Jennifer's hands, once relaxed, now gripped the arms of her chair. "Are you seriously questioning my ability to perform because of my age?" she asked quietly. "I'm just saying what people are thinking," Kimmel responded with mock innocence. "We've all seen the videos. The dance moves, the vocals. Not quite what they used to be." Jennifer paused, then responded coldly. "Jimmy, I've sold millions of records, starred in dozens of films, and built successful businesses. If you think I'll sit here while you try to minimize that, you're wrong." Instead of backing down, Kimmel pressed harder. "I respect everything you've done, but don't you think it's fair to talk about aging in Hollywood?" Jennifer leaned forward, her voice razor sharp. "I'm at the top of my game. I work harder than people half my age. And you sit there trying to chip away at that. For what?" A laugh, a headline. The tension in the room thickened. Then Jimmy said what would set off the firestorm. "Well, how long can you pretend to still be Jenny from the block? Doesn't it start to look desperate?" That word landed like a slap. Jennifer froze. "Did you just call me desperate?" she asked, barely above a whisper. "Did you really just say that to my face on national television?" Jimmy tried to shrug it off. "If the shoe fits." Jennifer's laugh came out hollow. "This is your idea of honesty? You blindside me with questions about my age and career, then call me desperate when I defend myself?" Jimmy gestured vaguely to his notes. "I didn't write the headlines. I'm just asking what people are already saying." Jennifer sat up straighter, her voice rising. "You mean what gossip blogs make up to get clicks? What bitter people say online? That's what you call journalism now?" Kimmel tried to steer things back. Okay, maybe this is just a sensitive topic." Jennifer's eyes flashed. "Sensitive? This isn't about sensitivity, it's about respect. Something you clearly don't understand." The audience sat frozen, unsure whether they were watching an interview or a showdown. Jimmy, oblivious or defiant, tried again. "Look, even legends like Madonna and Cher went through this. It's just the way it goes." Jennifer cut him off. "Don't you dare compare me to other women like we're all the same. Don't you dare pretend you're doing me a favor." Kimmel's tone turned defensive. "I've had plenty of successful women on the show. They've never had a problem." Jennifer's mask dropped. "Maybe the problem isn't them. Maybe the problem is that you can't stand when a woman stands up to you." The silence was thunderous. Jennifer stood abruptly, the sound of her chair scraping across the floor echoing through the studio. "You want to know the real problem?" she said, towering over him. "It's that you're a small, insecure man who hides behind jokes to tear powerful women down." Kimmel sat frozen. "Now hold on," Jennifer continued, voice rising. "You think you're clever. You think this is edgy. But it's just pathetic and cruel. You want to make a name for yourself by trying to humiliate me." She looked around the room, locking eyes with the audience, then back at Kimmel. "You didn't count on the fact that I'm not here to take it. I've dealt with men like you my entire career and I've survived all of them." Kimmel tried to interject. "Let's just calm down and talk about your new projects." Jennifer's laugh had no warmth. "Now you want to talk about my work. After 15 minutes of trying to convince me I'm irrelevant. I'm just giving us both a way out," Jimmy said, a trace of desperation creeping in. "There is no way out," Jennifer said firmly. "You made your choice when you decided to disrespect me. Now I'm making mine." She turned to leave, then paused. "The problem with men like you is that you think we'll smile and take it. That we're supposed to be grateful just to be on your show. But we didn't get here by being grateful. We got here by fighting for every inch of space in an industry that never wanted to give it." She raised a hand as Kimmel opened his mouth. "Don't." "I'm not finished." The studio was silent, hanging on every word. "You think you can say anything and we'll just sit here and nod. But you're wrong. You don't get to question my worth, my talent, or my future and then expect me to smile for the cameras." She looked him dead in the eye. "You want to know what's really desperate? A middle-aged man who tries to tear down successful women for laughs because he's run out of clever material." Kimmel leaned back in his chair, defeated. Jennifer stepped off the stage, her heels clicking like a final statement. And just like that, the interview was over. The entertainment world would never forget it.